So first question. So basically, we are doing a video on does God exist and why.
We are doing a video on God. Does God exist, and what is everybody's pastures and terms on it?
Yes.
Very two open-minded people ready for this call.
Yes,
And
definitely. So go ahead and start.
why do you believe in God?
Why do I believe in God?
Yep.
Basically, it's because I believe in God because in our lives we question a lot of things, right? We question how did the earth created? How was the earth created? Why are we here? How did the first human being come into being, the first animal, all of those things? They can't just appear on the earth all of a sudden, right?
No, you are right.
Yes. So I question things a lot. Sometimes I even question God. Is he real, right? But to me, we have to really see what's actually there, what we can see at the moment. And most people put most things on faith, right?
Yeah.
Most things on faith. And that's a good thing to do. Put most of your actions, your reactions, everything on faith, to believe in God, because we haven't seen him, right?
That's definite. That's you 100% right there.
We haven't seen him. And persons normally say like that if we're to see him, the brightness from his glory would blind us or kill us instantly, right? So I mean, like, how do we know he exists, right? So the reason I don't believe in God is because I know there is a more superior being that created all of this. It could not be created by itself, or even the Big Bang Theory. That's just bullshit. That's just crap. Because how can something explode and form something good, right?
Right.
Right? Yeah. So basically, what I'm saying is, I believe in God because
We didn't just go poof.
yeah, because of everyday living, everyday miracles that we see happening around us, everyday survival things and such like that. And we know there's actually someone greater than us, somebody that created all of this. It cannot be created by itself, right? So I believe in God because there must be somebody greater out there that did this. And many persons put their suspicions or beliefs in different things that created all of this. And mine is basically God, right? So same question back at you.
I don't believe in God. No. No, I go back to the Big Bang Theory. Like you said, Big Bang Theory was, I don't know if it happened or not, but I reckon we've came from an asteroid. I reckon the universe evolved over thousands and thousands of years, and when we hit, when all the dinosaurs died, I reckon the asteroid had bacteria for humans on it, and that's where we came from millions of years later.
Okay.
So I reckon the universe has just evolved. Like the Milky Way is only a small little thing. If we'd have found God, we'd have found him by now. Someone couldn't hide forever.
I mean, like, yeah, what you're saying, it sounds very interesting. Like, very, very interesting, like believable, right? Like asteroid coming to Earth, because we watch all these movies, right? And we see all these things happening. So it basically program our mind to believe that these things can maybe be real or actually be factual. But do we have facts that this can be actually real? Can this actually happen? Can a asteroid come to Earth, right, with human bacteria and base?
Oh, you crashed.
So I'm basically wondering, like, is there facts to this?
I have no idea. I reckon we just came from evolution, to tell you the truth. I reckon we came out to sea just as a fish, grew legs, turned into animals, and then we just evolved from monkeys.
Really?
Yep, that's how I think we came to.
So you watched the movie, what's the movie name again? It's a recent movie with a girl, and she accessed 100% of her brain capacity. You
I
didn't
don't.
watch it?
I don't watch TV or films. I reckon it's like you said. It's all programming. I don't do
No,
TV.
I don't watch TV. It's like a movie online. I watched it on a website. I think it's named Hill or something like that. I don't remember the name of it right now, but
That's cool.
it's basically showing that they're basically proving the evolution.
The evolution theory.
Yeah. So they're basically going back in time before dinosaurs and so forth, and it's showing a monkey, right?
Mm.
Having human characteristics and basically developing into something much greater.
Yeah.
And more brain capacity. So that's where they're bringing it from.
Ah. So the human, you like you said, the humans just didn't walk out of a cave one day and go, oh, look at that. Let's praise this man called God. Right? It's what's it? When Jesus was born.
Yeah.
And the star was in the sky. I believe it or not, I have a very religious family, so I know all this.
Yes.
And when the Lord was born, the Lord's son, Jesus, how did the Virgin Mary get pregnant? How did a virgin get pregnant? Dun, dun, dun.
It's everything that happens in the Bible and so forth. Basically, you can put it alongside what happened when you're talking about asteroid coming to Earth with human genes, right? Because that is so far-fetched as Mary hasn't happened a baby, right?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So Mary, the Virgin, being impregnated by God with Jesus, that's so far-fetched, right? And sometimes we do question it. So basically, what the Bible says is that an angel came to Mary and tell her she'll be having the Son of God. And she was like, huh? Like, how is that going to be possible? How is that going to happen, right? Because how can you have a baby without sexual intercourse unless you inject the sperms into her, right? And I don't think they practiced that back in the days. So that couldn't go on. So yeah. So basically, all the Bible said is that she is gonna have the Son of Man. So back in the days, seeing a woman get pregnant without having sex, it was very strange to them. It was very strange. So
it'd be very strange now, like.
Yeah. So that is the first thing that get persons to believe that he's actually the Son of God, because he came into Mary's belly without Mary having intercourse. So that gave them the belief at that point that he is the Son of God. I'm not sure how God did it, but I guess he put it in her or something. But That's all I know. That's all I know. Yeah.
Fair enough.
What do you think? What do you think?
Well, to say the truth, I think Mary was a prostitute, and they didn't do anything. They didn't actually practice gay sex or anything back then. I reckon they were all just loving it up and stuff. You know what I mean? I reckon they were all tripping out on acid and whatever drugs were like roaming around and stuff. And she just had a hallucination while she was getting pounded by like 20 other men. And they couldn't figure out which one it was, so they just said, "Oh, she's a virgin."
My God. So, like you're saying, Mary was a prostitute.
Yep.
And basically,
They had
she was
orgies
going
every
around,
night.
and then she just suddenly get pregnant by one of the men, and they said, and she said, "Is that Jesus gave her a son?"
I just reckon she was poor, and she just made up some like crack theory of like,
She fabricated a story.
yeah, just to.
So, you know, there were two Marys back in the days, right?
Nope.
There were two Marys. You have Mary Magdalene, and you have Mary that was married to Joseph.
Yeah.
Mary
Oh,
Magdalene, she was a prostitute, actually. So I guess you're getting them kind of confused. She was the prostitute, not the other Mary.
oh, okay.
And I guess there was some relation to them, to Jesus and Mary's children or something like that. But she wasn't the prostitute. Mary wasn't the prostitute. It was Mary Magdalene. Yeah.
Ah.
Yes. So that's where it started, and God sent His Son to the world to give hope to man, or man. So they might see.
But can't other men give hope to other men?
Yes, but because the world is so corrupted from Adam and Eve's days. So like back in the day when Adam and Eve was on earth and they failed the test that God gave them to not eat of the tree of the fruit of something like that, of the tree of good and evil, basically. That's where everything went wrong. So basically, man was corrupted and sinful. So God came to redeem them. Not God. Jesus came to redeem them and show them that they are worth saving and they shouldn't. I mean, they were good persons on earth. There are good persons on earth at that time. It's just that evil was in everyone. It was in everyone. So He needed to get rid of that. He needed to come and cleanse everybody of all their sins, right?
Yep.
So I guess He came on the earth to prove to man that any man can be a good saint, because God sent His Son to the earth as human to overcome all the trials that men goes through, right? So he became just like you and me, right? So we can see that it's not impossible. It's not impossible to do what He did, right? To be a good man, right? But nevertheless, after He came and did all of that, we still have evil in the world and everything is continuing, right? I guess some didn't learn a lesson.
No, He died for our sins, and we carried on.
So basically, God, I think basically He has a plan for all of this. So, like all the killing in the world, I guess if he could, well, I know he can, but many persons question why doesn't he just cleanse the world of evil or just prevent evil things from happening, like people dying, people getting sick, the Ebola, you know.
Bola.
So many persons questioning why doesn't God intervene?
Because he doesn't care.
But we are living our lives, right? So basically, he's basically teaching us a lesson. We have the choice to do right and wrong. So if we choose to do wrong, if he intervenes, we don't have a choice, right?
Right.
Because we have the freedom of choice to do what we want. So if he intervened and stop us from doing what we want, basically we don't have a choice. And basically we would fear God. But we should fear God, right? We should fear God, but in a good way. But if he just came down on earth and started killing people and saying, no, you can't do that, slap them away, right? Many persons would fear him, and nobody would actually love him. Everybody would just start fearing him. Even if he's trying to help somebody, like somebody's getting robbed, and he just come and just slap the man away, like slapping with his big hands and stuff. Even the person that he's saving would fear him because he say, what's going on here, you know? So basically, he gives us the freedom of choice to do what we want. So we'll be comfortable with what we choose, and it's not his fault that we chose the wrong thing to do, right? So I guess that's our fault that these things are happening. I mean, evil is in the world, yes, and people are getting tempted every day to do stuff that's wrong. And everybody that's doing stuff that's wrong, that's their choice. They choose to do it, right?
Yep.
It's not God's fault. It's not that he doesn't care. It's just that he gives us the choice to do what we want. And even though we get into bad situations, if we pray and ask God for help, right? He will be there for us, and he will protect us and make sure that everything is okay, right? Some things happen sometimes, but they happen for a reason. Not everybody is going to be saved and be alive and living long. Because everything has a reason. Like, suppose nobody died on the earth, we would run out of resources, right?
Yep.
And nobody would have anything to have for themselves because too much people would be living on earth, and we wouldn't be having any space to hold anything anymore, anybody anymore, and everybody would be starving and stuff like that because the resources will be finished, right? So I guess I'm talking a lot right now, and again, and I guess you want to bring across your point because I don't want to seem like I'm just stuffing my things down.
That's cool, man. You keep.
Yeah. So you have anything to say about it?
What I think about God is, why would someone who created us all make a place for hell? Like, why would he create a person to go to there just to make the bad souls go there? But when he loves us, that he's making us go down. Do you know what I mean? Right, so
I always question that. So yeah, I always question that. Why? So I always question it, like, why would if he really loves us, why would he send
us to the bad place?
Why doesn't all of us go to heaven, right? Why some is going to hell? But how I always look at it is that there are very, very evil persons on the earth. And persons normally tell me, at the very, like, persons might be killing thousands of people. Like, look at Bin Laden. Bin Laden killed a lot of persons, right?
Yep.
So
yeah, that's another thing.
What happens is, in the Bible, they basically say a man can be really evil, but at the end, if he repents his life to God, he will be saved. Do you believe that? Do you believe that if Bin Laden truly repented his life to God before he died, do you think he would go to heaven?
Nope. He killed.
Bin Laden was very evil, you know. Very, and Hitler as well. They were very evil people, and to think that they did so much evil, and at the end they would actually go to heaven. That's just mind blowing, right?
Yep.
It's just mind blowing. So basically, what I'm saying is, look at us compared to those guys, and if they repented before they died, right? Look at us. Imagine we're living our lives normal. Maybe we steal sometime, steal a little biscuit, or steal $20 or something like that, or over there, maybe 20 pounds, right?
You're going to hell. You steal, you go to hell.
Yeah, and you know, and you died, and you didn't repent to God. You're going to hell. How is that fair, right? If Bin Laden repents on his deathbed and go to heaven, and you just steal 20 pounds and you gone to hell, right?
Oh.
That doesn't seem fair, right? So that part always confused me, basically. And I'm saying in myself that it's impossible to think that just because we have our different beliefs and so forth, that doesn't mean we should go to hell. At the end, basically, what I think is well, based on judgment, I think even persons that are Hades, say pronounce it?
Hades.
Hades. Even persons that are Hades, I think that they're going to heaven as well. Because you cannot look at it from an angle where we say, did he believe in God? Not everyone is going to believe in God, right? Not everybody is going to do that. Everybody find a different comfort in something else to believe in, and nothing is wrong with that.
No?
No, nothing is wrong with that. I mean, like...
It's like I believe in my mum and dad are my gods. They're the ones who gave me life, raised me.
Yeah.
I owe them everything. That's it. I don't look past my parents. Like with my own son, he's my child. I'm his dad. That's it.
So he's God.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, like, I have my parents too and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't see them as my God. I just see them as the persons who bring me up and teach me the ways of the world, right? So I can be my own person, believe what I want, right? So
yeah.
At the end of the day, I think that if an atheist is good, is a good person inside, right? Basically, God looks at the soul, right? So if he's a good person in his soul and in his heart, I think he'll definitely go to heaven, you know? If he's genuinely a good person, despite his beliefs or his or her beliefs, I think that he'll definitely go to heaven, right?
Yeah.
So pertaining to us going to hell, that's pretty harsh, being burned and so forth. I'm like, I was questioning that and so if God is so loving, why would he even do that or consider burning us in hell? I think the reason is because like your screen getting dark.
Yeah, sorry, that was pretty freaky because I just saw the screen go dark and I just went. I was like, what the?
Oh. So basically, I always question that. Why would he send us to hell to die, right? That's just wrong. That's just wrong. Straight up wrong. But maybe, who knows? Maybe it's just so we can fear evil, right? And well, not really fear evil, but it's so that we can stay away from evil and not do bad things, so we won't go there. I think it's just to fear us, so we do good things and want to be a part of the heaven, the family.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And chicken back, you know. So yeah. My question to you now. Number one. Why basically, why do you think things around us happen, like things that are out of the ordinary that happens? Why do you think they happen? And
yeah, I know what you mean.
Who do you think is responsible for it? Or do you think they are just coincidences?
No, I don't think of coincidences. I think people make things happen because people can do it. I don't believe in people get the will from God to go do stuff like that. I believe in people want to make stuff happen, so they make it happen. Even with stuff what they can't explain, I still think there's a lot of things there what are like a miracle. They say a child is a miracle. It's not, it's nature. Hard work gets you everywhere. Getting down on your knees and praying for work to happen, that won't gonna work. Praying for the power, nah, you just have to go do it. Life is pretty straightforward. We're all born, we all live our lives, and then we're gonna die. So there's no point of looking at someone else who's going to save us. So do what you want. Except to the extent, don't kill anybody, don't hurt anybody, and you'll be fine. I reckon.
So, what's the point? Before I make that point, you said before. No, before I go. What's the point of doing good? What's the point of doing good?
What's the point of doing good?
There's no God or nothing like that. What's the point of doing good?
What's the point of doing good? The point of doing good is you all have to work together. If you do good, you will get good things back. Well, that's what they say. I've been good all my life and I haven't received anything good. But I'm still going to crack at it. I'm still good.
I mean, like,
what's the point?
Things are going to happen to you, right?
Yeah.
Things are going to happen to you. And, I mean, being good, you shouldn't expect nothing back from being good. You should just do it willingly from your heart. And just don't expect anything back for doing that. But basically, the small things in life are basically the rewards you get from being good. Being alive is basically a reward from being good. Having your son is basically a reward from being good, right? Having your family alive, your parents, right? So we shouldn't expect anything back big from being good. We should just do it willingly and just be good people. But as I was asking you before, why do things happen? You're basically thinking logically. Like when I was younger, normally all I knew was what my parents told me. Because growing up, you have to just listen to what your parents say in their religion, right? And whatever they say goes, right?
Yep.
Until you grow up. At a certain age, you start thinking by yourself. You start being independent. You're going off and thinking logical. Why does this make sense? And you're thinking about it and say, how does this make sense, right? And you try to make sense out of things. And that's the stage I'm at right now. I'm trying to figure out how does this make sense, right? And I guess after you pass this stage, you go on to the next stage where you make sense out of things. You actually start reading. You start comprehending what's there, what is actually there, what's factual that makes you believe that God is actually real. So, like, if you move on to another stage, imagine you're about 60, 70, right?
Yeah.
What's more there for you to do? You're old, right? You're basically thinking to yourself now, what's life really about? I'm gonna die next, right?
Yep.
So that's the stage where you really get serious about things. You agree, right?
No.
Because you're gonna die next, right? You're gonna die. What comes to your mind when you're going to die? You're thinking now, what's next? Is
Nothing.
something there next after I die?
When we die, I reckon we go into a big circle of re-chains. We're going to be recycled. We're going to be buried in the ground. People like getting buried in the ground. People like getting ashed. Like burnt. Right?
So you think that we're going to be reborn as somebody else?
We're going to be reborn as something else.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, like, how I see it is that the older you get, the more you actually realize what things really are, and the smarter you get.
We just keep going and going. It's like the circle of life. We just keep going until we're the smartest people in the world, and then
yes. And all of a sudden, when you get old, I guess your brain turns mushroom or something. So, old people, they view life differently than us right now. In their heads, they're not thinking, oh, I wonder which girl I'll be having sex with next. And oh, I wonder if I can grow up to be something like that. Oh, could I buy a Lamborghini? They're not thinking something like that. What's basically in their heads are that, shit, I'm gonna die now. Like, seriously, I'm gonna die. What did I do with my life? And what is there next after I die? Do I come back? Do I stay there dead? Is there some magical thing that's gonna happen? And some people use different things to comfort them after to think about what happens after they die. Some people think to themselves and say, oh, maybe I can live on forever, or maybe I can go to heaven, or so forth. People use different things to comfort them, right?
Have you ever heard of the dream theory?
Repeat?
Have you ever heard of something called the dream theory?
No, what's that?
You know, when you fall asleep, you dream, don't you?
Yes.
When you die, your body's shutting down. You start dreaming before you die. So whatever you're dreaming about at the last moment, that's a mental dream. We are a dream of a dream. That makes sense. When you die, you start thinking of stuff straight away. Your brain starts going all active and stuff. Start thinking of stuff, and then you just carry on into the dream, and then you think that's real. That makes sense?
I was thinking to myself, like, after people die, what happens? Do they linger around? Are they dreaming? What's actually going on, right? We can never know unless we die. So
Exactly.
nobody knows.
No one will
Nobody.
ever know.
Yes, nobody will ever know.
So what's the point of wasting time for something what no one ever knows what's going to come? Live for now. Live for the moment.
I always ask myself that question. Why waste time worshiping God and maybe it does not now? Maybe it will happen, right? Maybe God appears at the end. Maybe he doesn't. But at the end, suppose at the end you realize you're not going to heaven and God is actually with you. What would come to your mind?
What would come to my mind?
Yes.
Holy shit. I was wrong.
Right. And what if all the Christians in the world went to the end and found out God wasn't real?
Just wasting Sundays in church.
That's basically most of the world, you know, right?
Yep.
Basically most of the world. So everybody would be furious. I mean, angry, and being like, I wasted my whole life doing this, and it's not actually real. They would be really angry.
They'd be very angry. Well, maybe in the peace of dying, maybe that's just, like you said, a comfort or something. Like, yes, there is something there when I die, just not blackness.
Yeah. So like, what do you guys think about this? You can write it in the comments and tell us what you think about this topic and what's your point of view about it. And let's see what your decisions are. Do you see yourself seeing God at the end of the world, or do you see yourself just dying and then that's it?
Like, subscribe.
Yes, definitely subscribe and like the video. And go check out Divine Chronicles channel. He has some crazy stuff over there. Trust me, really crazy. And yeah, do subscribe to his channel. You will definitely enjoy his videos. Trust me, you'll definitely enjoy it.
I forgot what your channel name is.
It's Pro Easy.
Pro Easy. Go check out Pro Easy, guys, mate. He does some awesome stuff as well.
Yes, definitely. Go check it out and subscribe.
Yeah.
It's awesome stuff over there. You will laugh. You'll laugh your head off till you die.
You're gonna laugh your head off until you die, and then you will know if Jesus is real.
Yes.
Good God.
So, if you want us to do another video like this and talk about God, is he real or is he not, and showing our different points of views about these topics, just tell us and let us know. Is there anything else you would like to say about God or so?
Nope, I have to go. It's nearly been an hour.
Yeah.
It's been good talking to you.
Yeah, definitely. So, until the next time, we'll see you.
Oh, yeah, see you later.
Yeah.
Also, if you have any other questions, let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about anything you want, really. We could talk about anything you want. We've got our own opinions on it. If you want to come and join us on Skype, come and join us on Skype. My name is, there's my name, right there, on the screen. Come talk to me. It's fun. Right, guys, you all have a super day. Don't forget to go out. It's like Sunday. It's the God day. Don't forget. Don't go sit in church. Go outside. Enjoy life. Have a good day.